Hello, I'm Stephanie. I'm the founder of the ADHD Advocate, and welcome to our ADHD Empowerment Month LinkedIn Lives. So this week we are looking at ADHD insights, so covering a range of, the really important topics relating to ADHD. Yesterday we covered the transformational power of ADHD coaching. If you missed that, definitely tune in. Also, I'm going to put a link into the podcast I did about ADHD coaching with You're Wrong About ADHD with the Classic FM presenters. So you can have a little listen to that. But it really is a transformational process. So do find out more about it. So we're joined today by one of our coaches, Lara. And Lara is going to speak to you about the importance of nutrition and exercise. But just firstly, we'll just introduce herself.
Hi everyone, I'm Lara. As Stephanie said, I'm an ADHD coach here at Advocate. I'm very strengths-based and I've seen some incredible transformations with my clients. And an area that often crops up is around nutrition exercise. So I've recorded a short video on the benefits of nutrition and exercise for people with ADHD, and I hope you enjoy it.
Thank you. Okay, now let's hope this actually works. Sharing now. Thank you, Lara. Okay.
Hi, I'm Lara and I'm an ADHD coach, and I'm here today to talk about nutrition and exercise, two areas that are so important for everyone, but particularly for people with ADHD, as they help us to function most optimally every day. So exercise is so powerful, and in fact studies have shown that secondary to medication is actually the number one thing that can help with our executive function challenges. Even 20 minutes a day can help increase focus and sustain that focus that we're so often lacking, that we find hard to persevere with tasks and completing those goals. And it also helps with the self-regulation part, which is essential with ADHD. And that self-regulation helps us with that pause to discern what's best for us in that moment, to refrain from acting impulsively and stop to think about what we need, what tools we could use to achieve that goal in that moment. So many of you might be thinking, I know exercise is important, I've heard all of this, but I can't seem to be able to do this consistently. And there are many things that can help. One of those is, of course, getting a coach. And we work with people very much on a personal basis with their own unique brain wiring, seeing how they function optimally, how their energy levels are managed throughout their day, what brings them motivation, what helps to maintain that consistency, what are the obstacles in their way, how mindset is affecting maintaining this consistent pattern. And there are so many factors around this. Coaches will help find clarity on that and also help with resparklising it when it becomes boring for our ADHD brain. There are also things that you can do without getting a coach. One of those is trying to find a regular time to do exercise every day, because actually this can really help with the decision-making element, which can be very hard in ADHD. So finding that regular time and creating a habit around that, so it just becomes automatically for us, can be fantastic for our brains. And also thinking about the proactive element, the planning and the preparation involved, so we can remove those obstacles ahead of time and really plan for those moments when we don't have that motivation, when we want to stay in our bed. So a lot of proactive elements rather than being reactive in the moment. Now, the other element is nutrition. And this is also really powerful for people with ADHD, as processed foods can really make our symptoms worse. And actually, certain foods can help our cognitive abilities, such as foods with high omegas, foods that have certain minerals. And it can be really important, again, to personalize this, to perhaps even do a blood test, look at potential mineral deficiencies such as iron, because this can be quite typical with ADHD, and look at where we can build those mineral levels up and those omegas that might be lacking to help in those cognitive functions. And again, nutrition is one of those areas that seems to get people stuck. They seem to have a lot of knowledge around this. They know all of the answers. And again, it's engaging in those healthy habits where we hit resistance. So again, a coach can be really helpful with this. But as mentioned above with exercise, there are lots of things that you can do on your own, including that proactive element. Meal planning certain days of the week, such as a Sunday, so that you have your meals throughout the week. Removes that decision making, removes that sort of eating through fatigue when you're tired, when you don't have the capacity to make a healthy salad, to think what you need, when we seek that comfort food, which can be for so many reasons. Again, it can be that sort of dopamine that comes into the exercise area as well, that dopamine that we're seeking, because brain scans have shown that with ADHD, we actually have less dopamine and norepinephrine receptors than neurotypical brains. And that really contributes to both of these areas. So exercise can bring in those neurotransmitters, almost creating a neurotransmitter party, which is why it helps with those cognitive abilities. And actually, it's really key to think about that in terms of nutrition, because are we seeking certain sugary foods, comfort foods for that dopamine hit? How else might we find that dopamine? Or could it be a sensory need that we're craving that crunch, that texture? Just thinking about it, building that self-awareness around the why, what we're really seeking, what is going on here. And it's all about the self-awareness and the pause and what works for us. It's never a one size fits all with nutrition and exercise, that one plan will work for everybody. It is working with your unique brain wiring. What works for you? When is it best for you to go on a run? What foods serve you best? And what obstacles get in your way? How do we change your mindset around this? What is your mindset? What are those inner beliefs that have been ingrained in you for so many years that are holding you back from moving forward and finding that consistent plan? So in a nutshell, that is me talking about nutrition and exercise and how important both these areas really, really are. I could talk for hours, but I won't. So I hope you enjoyed this little snippet and enjoy the rest of your days.